Hey YouTube, I thought I'd record a quick little update video. So, still doing junk removal. I got a 6x12 dump trailer and truck, so things are going well. We've almost made enough in profit to pay for this truck and the trailer completely. And it's only been, we're on our 4th month, so it's pretty good progress. I'm kind of coming to a conclusion though, and it might be the wrong conclusion, but we'll see. But the conclusion is junk removal alone will be very difficult to scale, to get constant demand, to have teams of employees to go out. There is a chance that I'm just so bad at marketing that the demand is there and I'm not getting it. And if that's the case, maybe I need to do a class on Meta ads and Google ads to kind of optimize and maximize my ad budget a little bit more, but as of right now, today, it's August 2026. We're getting about 1 job a day, and that's great. That's really good. I'm sure some people are like, oh, I wish I could get that. And you know, I'm gonna be making about the same amount of money that I was as a teacher, month to month, which, again, incredible. My schedule is so much better. I get to spend so much more time with my family. But that's not what I wanted getting into it in terms of financial goals. What I want to be hitting 100K a year minimum. If I don't get that in the next 5 years, I really need maybe just to pivot industries or change something up majorly, because that's the goal of, you know, you don't get into business to get the same returns as a normal 9-to-5 job. You get into business to get outsized returns for, and you get into business because you put in serious amounts of work. And anyway, let me get back to check the maps to see that I was still going the right way. So anyway, you get into business for outsized returns. I don't think anybody gets into business without the hope that someday they're going to be making enough money to retire well, to provide for their family, because it really is so much more work. When you go to a job, here's the difference. When you go to the job, you have to be there for 8 hours each day, but you're only working actually for about 2 to 3 hours, I'd say. The rest of the time is like, oh, I'm working in quotation marks, but you're like reading an email or you're going to a meeting. Like, if you really just counted the raw works, like the time you were actually spending at the job, like making money for the company, or, you know, at the school teaching, it's very low. And then there's a bunch of busy work on top of that, which you might consider work, but it's really not real work. It's like, watch 2 hours of training, and it's like, your job is to sit and have your ears open and then maybe take a really easy quiz at the end of it. Like, almost all jobs have these dumb training videos, and like, that's not real work. That is busy work, and then you add on top of that the pretending to do work, and at the end of the day, it's like you're really barely working. Whereas an entrepreneur, like myself, and you know, I'm not the perfect example because there's always something you can do to better use your time, but my point is, I get so much time with just my wife, and so much time to work out, so much time to, like, I don't set an alarm. I wake up when I want to wake up, and you know, I realize that, like, you know, I'm not operating you know, the smartest way. I'll admit that, but my point is simply that I'm doing more work though. I'm going to job sites, I'm driving to job sites, I'm hauling junk, I'm going to the dump, I'm running ads, I'm creating content, I'm posting on Facebook. All these things are actual work. And here, I'm gonna get off for a second. I need to look at. But anyway, that's kind of actually getting to the point of why I wanted to start recording and like talk about what I need to be doing as a business owner. And I think I know what to do, but I could be a little off. These are the things I need to do. I need to do way more cold calling. If I'm not posting content, editing ads, or actively doing something physical, junk removal, or going to the dump, or driving, I need to be cold calling. And then the second thing I was thinking I really should do is just pay somebody to tell me how to run Meta ads, pay somebody to tell me how to run Google ads. I can use, as much free resources to get me to a certain skill level as I want. But really, if I could just pay somebody $250 to $500 to be like, hey man, this is where your ads suck, just for an hour, 2 hours of time, I think if I actually generated the skills to learn how to run ads, those would be outsized returns on it, like an investment of $250 to $500, maybe even $1,000 if they really know what they're doing and they spend their time with me and really show me how to do it. It's just invaluable. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. So really figuring out ads and doing more cold calling is what I need to do to grow this business. And the other thing is posting more content. I could do more of that on Facebook for sure. But a lot of what happens is that I get home and I go into relax mode. I go on X.com or I go on YouTube and I waste a lot of time. And oh geez, a little deer got hit by a car. But anyway, I'm gonna call it for today. Those are my thoughts. The current state of the business, we're making about $3,000 a month. I think that by the end of this month we'll hit around $3,000 profit. So that's pretty good. Last month we did so much better at $8,000, but we had some special jobs. Things could turn around. Maybe we'll hit some sort of number around there. We really just need 2 big jobs and it completely changes how well we did in a certain month. So you're just finding a couple realtors who have big projects or a general contractor who wants to hire us for a big job. It's really all it takes. And right now I'm just going to another residential job over in Hot Springs, but you never know. You get a call and they're saying, hey, we have this house that needs to be cleared out. That's all it takes. I have the Faulkner County Landlord Association coming up, so I'll do some networking there. That's where I found my first big clients. So we'll see how it goes. All right, thank you.